Hey guys, welcome to Lady Tarot 911. I'm Jen. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody's having a great weekend and that you are ready for Christmas holiday this week. Ooh, you already got one. I am going to do a read for the viewer. So what I'll do is I'll do the viewer and then I will do the person on the other side. And I'll do both energies and it's going to just be a weekly energy check for you. But that card was popping out. So I'll do it like that one. That one went that direction. So, okay, and then I'll pull one more for each. And then we'll look at the challenging block between the two of you. So this is like a black and white, all or nothing, doing it big type of energy. These are my cute little like romance doll cards. I just thought it was bright. And so I thought they were cute. Thought to use them. So in the viewer's the viewer's energy, I was going to say Cancer's energy, but in the viewer's energy, there's a want and a need for overcoming some type of challenges to repair something in this energy. Something that has been broken, something that somebody has or is trying to make adjustments to, and they either want to commit to it all or they, or not at all. And there's just not a lot of, in between. In between in this, I mean, it's just really black and white. It's just really like to the point. It's overcoming the obstacles and the challenges of being able to repair and mend something. And the viewer, this is either feeling the pressure to, do it big. What's fueling that? So either with somebody wants to give you, they've had some enlightenment because they've been concerned and anxious and worried about how they approach you, and they are really they want to take a big risk. They want to take a leap of faith, but they want to do it big, but they're worried about that. They're concerned about if that's something that they should do in trying to repair whatever has been broken. This can be a relationship. This can be a way that this could be in a work situation, in a love relationship, but it's about like, how do I go about doing the fixing that I need to fix? Then on the other side, it looks like the energy that they're in this week is that they are, so this is walking away, abandonment, leaving, and this is wedding, partnership, or marriage. So somebody is, in with that same block of, a grand exit. On your side, it is about, I think, more of a swords mental, like overcoming the challenges of the past, of the way that things were done in the past, that maybe broken thinking, broken behaviors, broken, toxic patterns, whatever that is, and really repairing that and trying to keep yourself in that neutral. Don't try and control. You just let go and you let things be, instead of it being something that it's like in your mind, where it's like, it's good or it's bad, but there's no in between. There's no like moving along this timeline of, okay, working baby steps at a time. In this energy, the block and what's causing the mental anguish is with, overcoming these challenges. It's about staying in that neutral zone. And I'm kind of envisioning, what's coming to me is like in a pond, and let's say that there were like rocks, or in a river and there were rocks, and you knew that the quickest way, the fastest way, the most impatient way to get across the river would be to jump from this rock to this rock. However, a safer, more stable, less risky foundational plan would be to go, instead of such a far stretch where you might miss, would be to kind of jump the rocks a little bit at a time. Now it'll take you a little bit longer, you have to put in a little more effort, but it also gives you a foundation of, okay, well, the risk is not as high for drowning. Maybe this is all about emotion. I mean, I don't know why I would bring up the river, but maybe this is about emotions and just having to take baby steps in learning to change up old patterns. Because maybe in the past, what you have done is you manifest in what you think. You manifest in what you constantly, like what's constantly going through your head. So if you are an all or nothing, or a black or white, good or bad, you remember my line, the point line where it's like positive 10 and negative 10. And if you are just like positive 10, negative 10, there's no in between. This is trying to help you repair that thought process so that you can gradually learn to stay in a neutral zone so that you're not putting out manifestations, because what you put out you bring back in. So you're not putting out manifestations of, oh my god, this is going to be terrible, or oh, this is doomed, or this isn't going to work, or I'm not going to get what I wished for, or this isn't going to happen. And really replace that with, okay, so the next little baby step is we're still okay, I'm still grounded, I'm still staying neutral, okay, and the next day I'm still doing okay, things are fine, stay grounded, really rooting yourself in a staying in the present moment situation. Okay. And then on the other side, the challenge is like kind of in that same way, but knowing that, okay, so do I go a different direction and walk away from something I know is not benefiting me, even though I'm comfortable there? Do I take a big risk in walking away from some type of business partnership or some type of relationship when that's where I've been and I've been comfortable? That is a risk. I might drown. So instead of, just being impulsive and just jumping into a decision, I think over this next week, it's going to be just little bits of information here and there, maybe with the people you're around, with Christmas, maybe with contacting people, maybe in things that are happening in work. You'll be seeing things a little different as you kind of take these baby steps forward in making this, grand or final decision. Weighing the pros and the cons, or weighing the, the positive points and the negative points of where you're at and what is for your highest good. Okay, so let's pull some traditional tarot on this. I got a little worried that I wasn't recording. That's the worst, to go through a whole read and look up and it's not recording, or your mic isn't. Speaking of, okay, yeah, my mic is green. So that's good. Okay, tell me more about this repairs and surfer overcoming challenges. I mean, I think I've explained it pretty good about the viewer. Tell me about the viewer this week. It's Christmas week. Tell me about that energy, repairs and surfer. Okay, 7 Wands. Yeah, stability, same thing. It's saying the same thing. There's this stability that wants to be maintained through this process. And this is about 7 Wands, the Lovers, and the Fool, is taking a new leap of faith, going a new path, going a new direction, and making a choice, right? Most likely it's about, a love situation, or a some type of love, I don't know, situationship, relationship. Protecting yourself from getting hurt or drowning, or protect yourself from manifesting from bringing in what you put out. So learning how to take those baby steps when you're so used to like this, do it big or go home. Taking this leap of faith in this new decision, in this new journey, but protecting yourself, knowing that you have a stability, that you want to remain stable within that energy. And maybe you're not feeling stable. This is a block to these, right? So maybe there isn't stability in feeling like somebody can take a leap of faith to make a choice, because they are still trying to protect themselves, and they just don't have that extra oomph to or just like the extra little bit of confidence, courage, right? I'm thinking of the Leo card, to push all the way through. And even if they were taking baby steps, to finally take those final steps. So it's kind of like right on the edge. Okay, so tell me about walking away and wedding. So moving on, or leaving a partnership, marriage, or serious relationship. Other side. So Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands has been coming out like crazy. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So this is still that, like, Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords, Six of Swords, 10 of Swords is that very logical, practical mentality. And still, this is just about, should I, having the confidence, right? So Queen of Wands is about being confident and not given an F. Just that Queen of Wands energy is just a go-getter type of energy. But this is about like not having, wondering if, and this could be roles reversed or a different situation, than what I'm explaining, align it, if this is your story, align it to wherever, these characters are in your story. But the ending, maybe this new beginning that started with a Queen of Wands, and being curious about, if that's going to happen, or if somebody else is going to, walk away, or if, it could be an energy of about, people are talking about the fact that maybe this Queen of Wands, or there's an energy that might be walking away from a Queen of Wands, that is really not in their normal behavior. And so people are talking about that with the Page of Swords. There's just a lot of thought process of like, is something ending? What's changing? There's just a lot of big changes at the end of, this in December. This does have to do with, there's an ending of some sort on one side, and a building of a confidence on another. And they could be, related, or they could be parallel as far as like the way that the energy, one could be incoming, one, an outgoing energy. Just again, you have to apply it to where it fits your story. Okay. So what is the, now this could be different for everybody, but to give you an idea, what is this energy of the Fool? What's the journey? What's the leap of faith? What is oh, you guys are mirroring each other. So this could be a deep soul connection, or a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection. I was just talking about the energy and how it flowed. And to me, with this mirror, it is, you guys are parallel, right? You guys are doing the same thing, going the same way, doing this same thing in just different energy, trying to come to the same end result, not being too much in your head. If this is you and this is your side, and being able to, can you trust it? And this over here, not being too much in your head, should I do it? Or is this what's happening? Kind of like questioning and in your head with that Swords energy, and kind of mirroring and doing the same thing, but just different situations, right? So tell me about the Fool then. On this side, taking that leap of faith, and that has a lot to do with the Lovers. So a reconciling energy, reconciling or repairing maybe a relationship, and they could be overthinking about feeling confident whether this is going to work out, questioning, is this going to happen? What's happening in the situation? Because it's not set in stone. It's not clear. And the energy right now with all of these changes, and especially, as we're closing out 2024, there's a lot of things that are behind the scenes that are unknown, that are working in your favor. And so you just really have to take one step at a time. And again, continue to tell yourself where you're at, what you're doing. The best way, I think they talk about the best way to stay in the present moment and stay neutral, so that it creates that void for the universe to be able to fill, right? To fill and bring in your wishes, is to you stop and think about the 5 things, like, what are you listening to? What are your feet? What are your feet touching? What are you smelling? What do you see? And what do you hear, right? The 5 senses, to actually take clear note of what's going on with your 5 senses. And that brings you to an awareness that, okay, I'm right here, right now. So for me, I'm right here sitting at this table doing a read for YouTube. And that brings you more into your head of what is happening right now that I can control, versus getting up in your head of what will be the outcome, what will happen in the future. Because we have no idea what's going to happen in the future, even the decisions that we do make, because the other people, or the people it affects, or the people on the other side of that decision, could make a million different other choices that we don't know about, and that's why the universe kind of oversees all that and kind of puts the puzzle pieces together once decisions are made, and can work with that energy. But down here where we're at, we're not able to adjust or, click things into place. All we can do is stay in the present moment and deal with the current situation right now, and not worry about like, if we're confident in our decision, then go with that, and we can't worry about all the little facets of all the people or all the things that might be affected by. Of course, you don't want to do anything drastic that is going to intentionally hurt everybody. However, you do need to do what's best for you. So making the choice to do what's best for you and being confident in that decision, staying in the present moment and dealing with things baby steps, little at a time, will keep you out of your head and keep you from manifesting and sending out negative thoughts and worry. Because if that's what you send out, that's what you're going to get back. And that's that cycle where our head likes to keep us in that cycle to keep us safe. And I've talked about that in, other videos. But so this is about like a relationship or reconciling, repairing, mending. Can this be done? Is it too late? Or is this something that, protecting yourself from jumping back in and getting hurt again? Okay, now this side, this is about somebody has a plan. And they're being very quiet about it. They're not telling anybody. There's a plan, and they're getting downloads. There's maybe illusions or rose-colored glasses coming off. They're getting little bits of information. The universe is bringing to them information, or through, like I talked about, the contact with other people this week, or the things that you see during the holiday, or with family and friends, or the way that people are behaving, or, little bits of information, overhearing something. That's going to be the puzzle pieces that are coming together through this ascension, that they are on this side building their confidence up as well, to understand if walking away from the situation is going to be how that is best for them to do, or if that is best for them to do, and just really understanding, is this for my higher purpose? Is this helping me grow and become a better person? Is this good for me on this side? And kind of just like being okay with, if this ends, am I okay with whatever comes next from this? Can I deal with it? Can I just handle the next outcome or consequence, or whatever it may be, right? And being quiet about it, because maybe on this side there has been, it talked about gossip and a lot of, like this, the Page of Swords, right? Chatty gossip, and people want to know, people are interested, people want to be able to make quick decisions, whether it's going to be, negative or positive in their favor. People want to use information against them, or people want to, people are, when there are others that spend more time in other people's business because they are so bored in their own lives and they're not creating, they're not being authentic, then of course that's going to be the thing, is what's this person going to do? And especially if this person has been somebody who has really had a lot of people pulling on their energy or pulling at them for attention, or have been in their life, if they're surrounded by a lot of people or groups, or colleagues, family members. When you get a lot of people together and everybody knows everybody's business, then people can use that to advance their own stance and their own platforms, and where, and advance themselves, and for it to be advantageous for them, if they know ahead of time through information that's given of what somebody's deciding to do, or what somebody, what's going on in somebody's life, or a direction they may be going, or, changes, whatever. So to avoid there being gossip and drama and chaos and just, uproar and misinformation and misalignment, this person is keeping things very quiet and keeping things on the down low. And this is a good way to protect themselves, just like you are protecting yourself in not getting, whoever you are, or switch the situations, not getting in your head about it being good or bad, or, the beginning or the end, or there not being any wiggle room, there not being anything in the journey, right? It's just about the destination, right? And this person on this side is trying to avoid the, okay, well, I got to be careful with the destination, so I need to take careful steps in between. And this side is, if this is you, is about, okay, I need to be careful in, the just rushing through to the destination, because as Steve talks about it, the Ace of Wands, when a match is lit, right, it might light fast, but then it also goes out fast. And in relationships, you don't want that. You want something to build on a solid foundation so that during times of quarrels or trials or challenges, there's that foundation to lean on to help a relationship stay going strong, right? But if something starts up fast and goes out fast, there's not that foundation. So things like people or family or challenges or job loss or death or, getting old or health issues or whatever, when those things present themselves in life, in a relationship, the relationship has something, if there's a foundation, has something to hold on to it while it works through that energy and through those hard times, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So you guys are mirroring each other right now, and that's what's going on. There's just this has to do with walking away, changing somebody's direction in life from situations, people, friends, family, relationships, partnerships, whatever. And this is about you riding that wave and just going with the flow and not getting so locked up in your head, especially since you guys are mirroring each other. Your energy on this side, it's both going to affect you. So if your person, so if you guys are mirroring each other, right? Especially if you guys are mirroring each other, if your person is freaking out, or this side is freaking out about these decisions and all these negative thoughts are going out and that's what's coming back to them, if you're mirroring that because of the deep soul bond that you have in the contract that you have, then that could be the energy that you're feeling. Likewise, you could be sending that energy to the person on the other side. So if you want to help a situation, no matter which side you're on, if you want to help heal a situation or help somebody, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a love interest, this, on either side, if you want to help the situation, the best thing to do besides, keeping your focus on yourself is putting out that positive energy, putting out the positive thoughts and the positive vibration, and manifest back in what you're putting out being positive and of good outcome and things that you can handle, and understanding, staying grounded, staying in the present, understanding that you can overcome anything. And as you put that out to each other, you're going to help each other get through these situations, whether this is something that's together, you're together, or, it's like a work situation, getting through something, or it's a, family situation. It doesn't matter whether you're together or whether you're apart. That energy transfer is going to help keep each other lifted, right? And support each other. Okay, let me get you some advice. So what is the advice for the viewer at this time? What is the advice? Yeah, and again, the block for this one is just keeping stability. As I look at these, the King of Pentacles energy, keeping a stable foundation. So maybe you're more of a catalyst for that stable foundation and that energy transfer. But for your person, it's whether like an ending of something, like ending something is very hard for this side. Finalizing something is, or changing up something that is maybe known can be more challenging for this side. So you're both learning how to work through, those foundational blocks that comes with everything in life, change and stability. Oh, I thought that was going to go on the floor. Y'all know that it drives me crazy when my cards go on the floor, and I thought that one was going to go on the floor. Okay, so recycle, recover, hello again. This to me is, so this is a 21, it's a 3 card. This is about reconciliation. This is about coming back to yourself, this is also about recycling your energy. Oh, okay, so relate that to what I just said about what you give out, you bring back in. So recycling your energy, if you're going to send out trash and crap and negative thoughts and evil eye or whatever, you send that out, you're going to get that back. So the best thing is to understand, to stabilize yourself in this energy and keep yourself grounded, keep yourself, just understand what needs to be, recycled, or what needs to be trashed, what toxicity, what's good for you, what's not, and put out the positivity or even just the neutral energy regarding the situation, and continually remind yourself to stay in the here and now, because when you stay in the here and now, it creates that neutral that neutral plane for there not to be any resistance, right? The push, or too much of the pull. There's not that push pull. There's no resistance. There's not pushing away the manifestations that are trying to come in. So if you remain present and neutral, and that's what you're putting out, you're going to be able to bring in your manifestations a lot faster and without as much worry and fear and constant struggle. So hopefully that helps you guys this week. And this could have a lot to do with like the holiday and Christmas and what will be happening. It's typical, and it's always, like it's always said that there's a lot of like fights on Christmas, or when a lot of people in a lot of different energies without a lot of advice, or with their own opinions or habits, or when people don't change and they remain the same, they continue to act the same and say the same things and behave the same and expect that they're going to get the same type of treatments, and you get all those clashing views and opinions and perspectives. It's no wonder that there are like a lot of fights during the holiday. Hopefully that won't be happening for you and your family, but at least this gives you a little insight into the fact that there is mirroring energy, and this is where we're at for you and your person, or you and your situation, whatever it is. But I hope that helps you guys, and I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas to you and your families. Happy holidays and Happy New Year, and I will see you all on the next video. Take care.